Hi there. This is how my right eye was since I was an infant. My name is Stephanie and I found and read your article on detoxing and finding the true color of one's eyes. Oh yeah, that's a really good article. So if you guys are interested in what your true eye color is, go to the article section of the website. The articles tab, you'll find how to tell what your true eye color is. I wrote that one and it's really good. Okay, so she says, I have always assumed I had a genetic mutation which causes this. However, could it be sulfur or chemicals? What do you think? And would it be possible to change it all to blue? Okay, so for this iris, I actually, I'm going to pull it up on my iPad just to show you guys. So it can be like just a bigger thing, a bigger photo. Okay. So let's see if I can show you guys this. Let me make sure the brightness is up. Okay, I hope you guys can see this. Let me take this pen off. I hope you guys can see this iris. Okay, you can see my ring light there. Oh no. Okay, so you see this iris? You see how it's a true blue iris, but it has a ton of this bright yellow. All that bright yellow is in the face, the neck region, the upper spine, the lower spine, the pelvis and reproductive region, the upper abdomen and the lower abdomen, and it wraps all the way around up to there, right? And the ovary. And this is the right eye, so it's the right side of the body. I wonder if your left eye looks like this. But I believe, after looking at this iris, that this is a chemical or drug deposit, and I do believe it to be sulfur. But, you know, yellow shows up in the iris two different ways. As subacute lymph, it tends to be a little more like of a paler yellow, and it also shows up in the iris as sulfur drug deposits. So if you've ever had any antibiotics, or maybe a vaccination or exposed to like any sort of chemicals or drugs, even if you were in the womb with your mother, or if your mom took something, or early on in life, you know, ask your parents and see if you don't recall taking anything in the years that you could remember. Just see, because this usually occurs when like half of the iris is like a different color. This usually occurs after some sort of chemical toxicity or chemical exposure, right? So yeah, this can definitely be changed. This can be changed. We've seen chemical and drug deposits start to disappear. They actually start to move a little bit more towards the bowel wall as they start to disappear. But as you can see in this photo, your lymph nodes are backed up with this. Backed up with the sulfur and the subacute lymphatic stagnation. So in a blue eye, acute lymphatic stagnation looks white. And so the other half of your iris has white in it, acute lymphatic stagnation. But the other side that looks bright yellow has subacute lymphatic stagnation. That's the next stage, got worse over acute. So there's acute, subacute, chronic when it's worse and brown, and degenerative is black. A degenerative black weakness, right? So yeah, this is definitely sulfur, and unfortunately it looks to me like you have subacute lymph and sulfur getting stuck around your lymph nodes. So I'm gonna go into describing the different weaknesses that I saw in your eyes. So there's a lot of weaknesses in this in this eye. First of all, you see a huge chronic, I'd say almost degenerative kidney weakness. If you guys can see, right there, that's a kidney weakness, right there. And then right above that is an adrenal gland weakness. It's kind of, the camera's kind of too far for me to be able to see the weaknesses clearly, so I'll step back and tell you guys about it here. But I just wanted you guys to see what a weakness looks like. That's like when it's darker, when the fibers are kind of like broken up, that's a sign of a weakness, all right? And you saw all that lymphatic stagnation surrounding that weakness. You're gonna have to do a good job at pulling out all that sulfur, that lymphatic stagnation, and also going after your kidneys with kidney formulas to heal it, as well as adrenal formula too. So You also have this right leg weakness. Again, this is the right iris, so it's the right side of your body. You have an abdominal wall weakness, pelvis weakness. You have a liver weakness. So let me go into, I'll describe it as subacute, acute, chronic, degenerative, okay? So chronic kidney, chronic right leg, chronic abdominal wall, subacute chronic pelvis, subacute right ovary, subacute liver weakness. Chest area, rib cage area is very thick congestion with acute, subacute lymphatic stagnation. So you have to move that out. Subacute to chronic, lower lung and mid lung. So you probably have some lung issues. If you don't have lung issues or asthma, or have had states of pneumonia or bronchitis, or maybe anything like that, lung cancer can be involved in your genetic history in your family, or asthma, like I said before, COPD, any of those lung related conditions can be a huge possibility since you're just so congested and weak in these areas. You have very thick acute sinus congestion as well. Right there on top of the transverse colon is very, very stark white. You don't have too many brain lesions, which is a good thing, but I do see a bit of a chronic weakness in that ego pressure region. So you may be just too hard on yourself. You may be more in the lines of like an over perfectionist and just putting a lot of stress on yourself. So the ego pressure region actually is the hypothalamus gland region. So, taking upper circulation, brain and nerve formula, possibly a hypothalamus glandular in the future, if you are exhibiting those like those mental or emotional conditions, then that would be really helpful to you. You have a very chronic frontal sinus weakness. So I wouldn't be surprised if you're someone that has a lot of allergies or hay fever, or if you have like that post-nasal drip, or running sinuses or stuff like that, allergies, anything like that, you probably have that because you have a chronic weakness in your frontal sinus. And then at the same time, you have a stomach weakness, a lot of degenerative lesions coming on in the stomach. And it's so crazy because I see that it's more apparent on the side with all the sulfur. Take a look at your eye again and tell me that that's not true. In that same area where you see that bright yellow sulfur, you see a lot of these black degenerative lesions. So this shows you, and it's more apparent than on the other side. So this shows us just how destructive sulfur is on the tissues, especially the stomach tissue. So you have to watch out for like ulcerations in the stomach or stomach cancer, because this is a sign of what's to come, or if you haven't experienced that yet, like stomach pains or ulcerations of the stomach. You have to watch out for that. You also have a lot of malabsorption issues, because I see like this brown ring around the pupil, around your iris, that's pointing to having trouble fully absorbing the nutrition from your foods. So you got to take care of that by cleaning out the colon, okay? And after I point out all these weaknesses, I'll give you a little bit of an herbal protocol, but I want to go through the other weaknesses that I see here. So now we're going into the side where you start to see that bright yellow sulfur and subacute lymph stagnation. So not only are you congested in all these areas, but these are the areas that you also have a weakness. Tonsils. If you don't have your tonsils, and if you've removed them, then I would understand why you have a tonsil weakness. The eyes don't show if an organ has been surgically removed. They only show the state of weakness before that organ was removed. So oftentimes we do see, okay, the tonsils had like a subacute or chronic weakness, and so the person started to see symptomology, and then the doctors go in there to remove the tonsils, unfortunately. But you don't want to remove your tonsils. The tonsils are the main lymph nodes that help to keep the head, the neck, the throat, the chest clean. If you start to remove your tonsils, then you can expect to see a lot of lymph node swelling and a lot of lymph start to back up in your body. A lot of health issues, a lot of lymphatic health issues, which the main lymphatic and fearful disease that's associated with lymph issues is cancer, is lymphoma, okay? So guys, keep your tonsils. But yeah, there's a chronic tonsil weakness here. A lot of this sulfur is inside the neck, inside the thyroid. So even if you don't have, it doesn't look like you have a major thyroid or parathyroid weakness, but just the fact that you have so much stagnation in those areas can create a hypofunctioning thyroid or parathyroid gland. So You can see things like cold hands and feet, irritability, low metabolism issues, everything that comes with a thyroid gland weakness. Emotional issues especially. Now, this is an area that you have a lot of problems with, is your spine. Now, maybe I can point this out to you guys because it seems to be like a bit more dark and it might come across in the video. So right here, this is the side of the spine. And you see how there's areas of black? Those areas, starting from the top, it's going to be thoracic spine weakness, lumbar spine weakness, and sacral spine weakness. So you're losing a lot of calcium from your spine, a lot of calcium. You have to watch out for herniated discs, slip discs. You have to watch out for scoliosis, stenosis, all those different things associated with the spine. You can have poor nerve flow going out from these different regions of the spine, and it can affect the different parts of your body because the spine is a reflexive organ, just like the colon is a reflexive organ. So like, let's say if you have, and which you do, you have major chronic, I'd say degenerative weakness in your thoracic spine. Isn't that interesting how on the other side of the eye, we saw the lung weakness, right? So let me show you guys what that looks like. You see that weakness right there? On the other side, the thoracic weakness right there. On the other side, there's a lung weakness. You see that? That just goes to show us that these lung weaknesses may have been created or influenced or made worse, the tissue made worse, decayed, because there was improper nerve flow to the lungs and to the chest because of this thoracic spine weakness. So what I would recommend to you would be get some chiropractic adjustments from a trusted chiropractor that knows what they're doing, right? During your detox. It doesn't have to be a lot. It can be maybe like 1 to 3 sessions, spread out throughout your detox journey, maybe like once a month or like once every 2 months. Just get a little adjustment. With the raw diet, you'll be able to keep that adjustment for much longer, which means you don't have to go for like a weekly chiropractic adjustment unless you have like a severe chronic issue. But it's good for most people. That way you guarantee that there's a lot of nice nerve flow being fed to the tissues while you're healing, because that nerve flow communication is key when it comes to healing. And now I'm going to focus on the outside, the periphery of the iris. I see a lot of cholesterol plaquing due to your adrenal gland weakness. Your adrenals are not producing enough steroids, so the body is turning to cholesterol, to plaque the inside of the vascular wall due to all the interstitial lymph and acidosis within the vascular wall. Cholesterol buffers acids, so your body's plaquing a lot of cholesterol. But more so is this poor circulation ring that we see around your iris too. This blue hue around the periphery of the iris points to poor circulation. Now, brown-eyed people can see this this blue hue ring around their iris, but it doesn't mean that they have blue eyes, okay? A lot of people come to us like, oh, look, I have this blue ring around my iris. Are my eyes blue? No, they're not. That's a poor circulation ring, okay? And yeah, lymph nodes definitely backing up, and also some colon weaknesses, and the whites of the eyes. Red capillaries are all around the whites of the eyes, pointing to systemic acidosis. So in your question, you don't say what health issues you're suffering from, but if you've had this ever since you were an infant, then yeah, I take it that this yellow, and I have to look at your other eye. Maybe your other eye can give us a little more information on the chemical or drug deposits that you may have acquired or that have been genetically passed to you. But it's safe to say that this is not it's not like a genetic eye abnormality. It's a sign that's showing you where you are congested and where you have drug deposits in your body. So if you want to let me know what your health issues are and if I was on point in my analysis, you can let me know. I do see some nerve rings that are very faint, just a few, like 2 or 3. Means you're breaking down your myelin sheaths, so you have to repair your autonomic nervous system. So essentially what your herbal protocol will look like is going to be a GI Renew formula, kidney formula, 2 kidney formulas. I would put you on a kidney glandular because your kidneys are degenerative, so dark, so black. You're going to experience a detox symptom when you start to detox in those dark areas. You're going to experience lung detox symptoms, kidney detox symptoms, right leg detox symptoms, adrenal detox symptoms throughout your back and your spine. You might feel pulling pains in these different areas. You gotta take it easy, you gotta take it gentle. This is what I was talking about, guys. For people that have a lot of sulfur and lymph, you have to take a gentle approach and just do whatever you can handle while always striving for excellence, striving to do better than, before. Because if you don't strive and you don't push yourself at least a little bit to simplify a little more, you're just gonna stay stuck with your health issues. You're just gonna stay and plateau and you're not gonna heal, right? And I would give you, let's see what else. I would give you kelp just to give you some natural whole food form of calcium to help repair your spine. An adrenal formula, depending on what your blood pressure is. If you have really low blood pressure, I'd recommend an adrenal glandular. Or if it's not that bad, then I'd give you an adrenal herbal formula. Put you on liver formula since you have a subacute liver weakness. Parasite M, Parasite G for sure. If you have stomach weaknesses or stomach pain during your detox, I'd give you a stomach tea, or you can do some slippery elm or marshmallow root or chamomile to help combat like any abdominal stomach pains or any detox pains during your detox. And a lung formula for sure. I'd give you a lung formula. The lung formulas tend to have mullein leaf, pleurisy root, and fenugreek seed. So yeah, I definitely focus on that and see what you can get out. And when you start to detox, you're gonna see this bright yellow, and this is gonna be a good indication of whether or not you do have sulfur, you do have a chemical in your body causing you this bright yellow color in your iris. If when you start to detox and you start using the bowel formula, the lymphatic capsules, and you start to see this bright yellow coming out of your stools, and it might burn because sulfur burns, then you know that's what's causing you this bright yellow color in your blue iris. Okay, so a circulation formula would help as well. You have a right shoulder weakness, so you might feel that during your detox journey as your body begins to heal your right shoulder. Again, I'd be super curious to see what your left eye looks like, because all this is just on the right side of your body and the right iris. Okay, but that being said, your constitution is not that bad. It's not like you have a weak constitution. I'd say you're in between strong and medium. You just have a lot of lymphatic stagnation, and what you have is some chronic degenerative weaknesses in certain parts of your body, like the lungs, the kidneys, the legs, the spine, the adrenals. Those are going to be your biggest areas of weaknesses. Okay, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, and yes, it is possible to change it all to blue. However, this is something that you have to understand, guys. When it comes to sulfur, you have to be aggressive. Not initially, because initially it'll burn you, but eventually you do have to kick it up a notch. What gets rid of sulfur? Watermelons. Watermelon pulls on sulfur. What else gets rid of sulfur? Trapped in the bowel wall. Lymphatic capsules, kidney formulas, because it can come out through your kidneys. Sauna. You can eliminate sulfur through sweating in the sauna. And the GI broom. That's another formula that I would put in your herbal protocol. The GI broom contains the best sulfur pullers, and they work better the simpler your diet is. So if you're like on an all fruit diet, or if you take maybe a few days when you're already advanced on your detox journey, not in the beginning. Don't do this in the beginning, okay? Do raw in the beginning. But let's say after 2 months of detoxing, you start to do 1 to 5 days of some juice fasting and put the GI broom there, you're gonna see all that sulfur come out, all the mucoid plaque come out that's revealed in your iris. Okay, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, and let me know what you thought. Okay, so Now, I think I'm gonna stop the video right there because I think that was like a lot of information for you guys. And I'm just gonna come back in a few hours and record another video for you guys, addressing the other questions. I don't want the videos to be too long because I know some people watch them in like 20 minutes at a time sometimes. Some of you guys watch it like in full, just the first time, which thank you so much. But I want to just have more variety on this channel to help people out. This is what I wanted to show you guys. So back when we were in Hawaii, this was so cool. So as you all know, my name is Ailin, but it's spelled in a very different way. So Ailin is traditionally spelled with like E-I-L-E-E-N, but my name is spelled A-I-L-I-N, right? And my whole life, people have just been mispronouncing my name like all the time. And they'd be like, oh, is your name Alan, Ailin, Aileen, Alien? Like all those different variations, right? And yeah, like I was named after my mom because her name is Ailin and because her name is spelled A-I-D-E-L-I-N. So, you know, like my name is within her name, but it's just so cool how like, I don't know, it's like destiny. This is really crazy, guys, because my name, Ailin, E-I-L-E-E-N, how it's traditionally spelled, how it's spelled in Hawaiian is A-I-L-I-N-A, which is so cool because pretty much without that, like that ending A, that's my name in Hawaiian. So my name is pretty much spelled in Hawaiian. And you know, that just like, it was more confirmation for me that like I belong in Hawaii. And in actuality, if you take my sister's name, which is Aliana, which ends with an A, and you take my name, Ailin, together they spell Ailina, which is like how it's spelled in Hawaiian. So like, it's just so cool. I don't know if you guys can see that, it says it right up there, but I found this this Hawaiian mug at Walmart in Hawaii, and yeah, it was just so cool. So guys, I hope that you take advantage of watermelon season. I'm going to keep on stressing this in all the videos. You see? Watermelon season. And seeded watermelon is going to be best. Organic seeded is best, but you just have to consume what you have at your disposal, whatever's around in your area. Now, watermelons do not have to be eaten organic because you're not eating the rind. You're eating the food, the fruit, the flesh on the inside. So no contact with pesticides, no contact with neurotoxins, all right? If you can find organic, it's more nutritive, I found. If you find watermelon with seeds, much better because it has more nutrition, more of the consciousness that can heal your body and heal your cells. So you always want to do a little bit better, but like I said, I wasn't perfect in my detox, and a lot of the times I had to have conventional seedless watermelon sometimes in my detox to just keep on eating the raw foods. And then I really enjoyed it when I could find organic or seeded watermelon, and then you know, I would like make most of my diet that, right? But be careful again, guys. Watermelon can be very aggressive, so start off with just eating some, and then you know, later on, if you plateaued on your detox journey, then you can start to drink some watermelon juice. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and you know, just keep on keeping on, keep on going on your detox journey. Never give up, you know, never give up. And before you know it, you're going to be on the side of health and vitality. Before you know it, you're going to join the rest of us that have detoxed and healed ourselves and can just, you know, serve and enjoy this life and, you know, do whatever they want, you know, make your life whatever you want it to be. But first you have to heal your health issues. You know, that's what holds us back, is physical pain, emotional pain, mental pain. You know, address that. Give it your all for a good year or a year and a half or however long it takes. But usually detox doesn't take longer than that, okay? And that's just but a blink of an eye compared to the rest of your life, compared to the 100 years that you have of life, right? Okay, and isn't it fantastic that we can heal in such a short amount of time compared to how long it took to create that disease, right? If you're 30 years old and you got a health issue at 30, it took you 30 years to create that disease, but it'll only take you 1 or 1.5 years to heal that disease. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that great, right? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you'd like to work with me and my team one-on-one, you can go to our website at www.spiritropicalhealing.com. On our website, you can find our services. In the services tab, we have the Master Your Health package. That's the package that I recommend to most people, because it brings everything you need. It brings a consultation, an iris analysis, diet plan, herbal protocol, detox tools, all the PDFs that you need that discuss detox in depth, and pretty much the protocol that's specific to your weaknesses. That's going to be the #1 key that you need to heal your health issues, as well as the consultation to address all your health concerns and to learn more about detox, how it pertains specifically to you and what your journey will look like, what obstacles you'll face, what we recommend to help you overcome those obstacles. Coupled with follow-ups, so anyone that books a Master Your Health package, then you'll have a link to our follow-up page, so you can also schedule follow-ups after that. Then that's the #1 package. The next package is the VIP support package. This is for people that want more calls more frequently in a scheduled state and want, constant communication with us, want emotional support or physical detox symptom support, all those things. If you have a serious health condition, I recommend the VIP support package. That's also on the services page. And we also have iris analysis options if you just want an iris reading, or if you want an iris reading with our protocol, no consultation, we have those options as well. Okay, so all of that, you can find it in the description box down below this video. And if you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like. The more likes a video gets on the YouTube channel, the more I'm able to share more information, because, the YouTube algorithm will bring our video to the top and it'll help more and more people. And then we'll build a bigger community on this channel, so I can continue to talk about all these different health issues and spread this information, so we can actually help prevent people from going to the medical route and destroying their lives, So leave this video a like, it really helps a lot. And commenting your questions helps a lot, so much too, so I can keep on coming out with this video content, and sharing this video too. Share this detox information. I know a lot of you, either you're the one that's suffering or you know someone else that's suffering a lot. So give me your questions, share this video for people that need to hear this information, so we can help the entire world heal. Because as you guys can see, this is my passion. This is what I was meant to do. Everything that happened in my life up until this point was predestined for me to be the best healer possible for all of you. Okay, so I love you so much, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care. Bye.